What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Matt Gifted Hands, and I want to let you know that you are watching my 457th video right now. And this client is a new client. He found me on TikTok, decided to book a haircut appointment with me. Um, and we are going to go ahead and create the haircut that this client came in wanting. He sent me a haircut of Edgar. He sent me a picture of a haircut. It looks like an Edgar, kind of like that flared out look. Kind of short on the sides, tapered in the back, low taper in the front for the sideburn area, mid taper in the back, and just that nice fluffy shape with nice texture. And yeah, I mean, right here I'm just doing clipper over comb. I'm using my JRLs and a flat tooth comb to create this shape that I want, because he had kind of like a mohawk before, but he wanted a different look. And again, guys, this is a new client, so first time learning the client's hair, and I felt like it was a great idea to record this haircut and show y'all the result. It is a little bit of nerve-wracking to record a client for the first time, especially because I don't know how the client hair lays or how it looks with a haircut or anything like that. So I'm learning with y'all as we go. So stick around. I know it's a longer video than usual, but I feel like this covers a lot of stuff that you can probably use in your arsenal to create the same type of haircut. And right now, this is a pretty high demand haircut, is that Edgar look with a lot of fluff up top with a low taper on the sides and a mid taper on the back. So like I said, stick around, y'all. So basically what I'm doing, again, I'm just doing clipper over comb, creating that nice shape all the way around. And then what I want to do is I want to create a foundation for what's underneath the long hair up top. So, which is my number 4 guard. I started with the lever open, and I'm going up to where I want that shape to stay at. He did state to me that he has like a flatter shape on the backside of his head, so he wants it to kind of fluff out and flare out a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give the client what the client wants, and it also helps, showing your barber pictures of what you want instead of just explaining it. So it kind of gave me a really good idea of what he was looking for. So, and barbers, if a client asks you for a specific look, go with it. Like, it's good to use your professional expertise. However, give the client what the client wants. We have a bad rep about not doing what the client wants. Just do it. Listen to the client and lock them in. Like, this client reached out to me and sent me a dope feedback message, man. Like, stuff like that goes a long way, and now he's gonna be returning. He's gonna be a recurring appointment. So again, guys, I'm doing a number 4 open, just going up to right where I want that shape to flare out at. And I'm using my comb to feed that hair into the guard so I keep that nice shape. We're also going to do some shear work up top, texturize it, add some volume powder, and then we're going to cocktail it with the Tune 45 indestructible clay. And what I mean by cocktailing it is mixing it with the texturizing powder. It's just a real nice combination, and it also adds some more volume and look to the end result. So again, I don't want to go too high with this shape. I want to keep that back right where it's at, and right around his ears. I don't want to cut too high. I'm going to saturate the hair and figure out which way the hair lays down. And I also like to put some hair tonic in my water bottle. So not only does it smell good, but it also cleans any kind of oil or a little bit of product that the client might have in his hair. And like I said, it also smells good too. So I always mix hair tonic in my water. Right here, I'm just combing down wherever the cowlick is wanting to split the hair apart, and where it wants to lay at. You don't want to go against it. Now, this is not the textbook way to cut this haircut. However, I did what I felt was right and what I've seen before and what I've done before in the past to create this type of haircut. So As you can tell right here, I'm trying to separate the front bane area because I want to kind of leave that longer. And I'm just doing these vertical parts all the way towards the back. And I'm the way that I am shifting my fingers to come off the client's head and still keep that shape to flare out. I'm just wanting to blend the bottom. And now it's not going to blend all the way through because I'm going to come back and use my thinning shears. But I'm just right now, I'm just creating that shape. And I don't want to take too much off either because I don't want it to stick up. I still want it to kind of like lay down. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, that's a new tattoo that I have on my ring finger. I went ahead and got my wife's initial with a crown because she's my queen. We've been married 9 years, and then I just have a hard time of with my weight, honestly, and flexing with up and down my weight. So I have got my ring, sized down, sized up, and it's just not fitting like I wanted to. So I just went ahead and tattooed my ring finger. So we locked in for life. About to hit 10 years next March. So I just went ahead and got it done. I had like those silicone rings that I would use at work, but then I look down like midday and it's gone. Like I don't know what happened to it. It just slipped off. But so I just went ahead and got my ring finger tatted. So that's what that is. All right, so now what I'm doing, guys, is I want to soften up this line just a little bit, but I also want to kind of keep it too. So you're going to see that it's not going to go all the way gone, but it's going to be a little softer, if that makes sense. And again, we're not cutting too much of the front area either. We want to keep that long because, again, he likes the picture that he showed me. He wants it to like kind of like fluff out and flare out and have a lot of volume in the front. And as I'm doing the thinning shears, you see I'm traveling with it. I don't want to cut in the middle of the hair. I'm just grazing the tips of the hair and traveling up. That way I can have a nice soft blend. If you were to do the thinning shears in the middle of the hair while picking it up with a comb, you're going to see a lot of the hair sticking up and it's not going to lay down. So right here, we just sped it up a little bit because I'm doing the exact same thing as I did on the other side. And being that this is a high demand haircut right now, I figured it was a good idea to record it. Also, with having the nerves of it being a new client, I still wanted to show some, I guess, like some transparency, right? Like, I felt at my heart that I had an idea of what he wanted and how I needed to execute it. Again, it may not be a textbook's way, but it's something that I was able to do. And in the matter of the time of my appointment, I was able to record this for you guys too. So now, unfortunately, I did have to use my phone because I had forgot my camera, but no excuses, right? Right here, what I'm doing with the top of the hair is I'm just point cutting, adding some texture and removing just a little bit of length, but not too much. He didn't want to take off too much length. Your boy is in the gym. I feel better. I feel like in video, I feel like I'm looking better as well. So we're in the process. We're in a journey. I'm on basically like a 90-day transformation. So hopefully y'all be seeing me in these videos dropping this weight. So right now, currently I am down 13 pounds. So in about a month. So I got 2 more months to go. I got a big goal. My goal is to have abs by Christmas Day of this year. So all right, so what I'm going to do right here, as you can tell, like, look at the fluff, look at the texture, look at the volume, the shape is there. And again, we want to kind of keep that right around the parietal ridge area. We want to make sure I'm sorry, not the parietal ridge, the occipital bone area. I want to make sure that that area is kind of like heavy, if that makes sense. So we're just gonna do like a mid-high taper and blend that into the hair that we already have the 4 at. And I thought this was a dope angle. I had the camera right in front of me and I'm working kind of like behind it. So it's not always the best to record these haircuts in the best angle or position that we're in for a barber. So just have some understanding, man. YouTube is a different ball game. YouTube barbers, it can be discouraging, especially when you're trying to get into an algorithm. And as for myself, I have been doing this for 8 years now, and I feel like I've been consistent with doing it. Again, this is my 457th video. So yeah, I'm just loving the journey, man. I'm glad I recorded all these videos for y'all guys and myself that I can look back on and see the journey and the growth. But it's crazy because with me going to the suite for almost 3 years, I missed a lot. And I've said that in my previous videos. I missed a lot, but now I feel like tapped into a different realm, Mac 2.0. And it's like I'm starting all over again and falling in love with my craft again, which is a good thing, because I don't know what I would be doing else if I wasn't cutting hair, if I fell out of love of the craft. So I still feel like I have a lot much more to give to the industry, and I'm still learning. So yeah. And this is a shop where I started my YouTube channel in 2016. I recorded my first video in this shop.
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
All right, so right here, we're going to go ahead and do this low taper on the sideburn area. And we also want to keep the C cup a little bit dark. That way you can have a nice detailed lineup. And I put my first guideline in. Then I started with the lever all the way open, put it in the middle, and then closed it. And then same steps for every guard that I'm going to use now. Start with the lever open with the one guard, put it in the middle, and then close it. Then we're going to jump to a two guard right here, and kind of like scoop that. That way we don't go too high into the taper. We want to kind of keep it low and dark. And the highest guard that I used was a 3.5, because that blended right into that 4 guard. And once we line this up, guys, like, this is where the haircut just starts coming together. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, whenever he came in 6 years ago, I would say, no, I'm going on lunch, or I don't want to cut this hair because, I mean, let's be honest, a lot of barbers are scared of long hair. But if you just trust in yourself and have confidence in yourself, and now I feel confident in doing these haircuts, even though it may not be textbook style, I have an idea of how to execute it. There's 1,000 ways to draw a picture. This was just my way of doing this haircut, and I'm glad that it came out the way it did, because my client loved it and I gave him the haircut that he wanted. And honestly, I cut for my client. They're my boss, they're the ones that pay me. So if my client came in and said he wanted a number 2 on top, and a 0 on top and a 2 on the side, that's what he's gonna get. I mean, you gotta, again, you have your professional opinion, but whatever haircut that your client comes in asking for, you got to make sure you do it. So right here, I'm cocktailing it with the Tune 45 Indestructible Clay. You want to rub it in your hands till it's warm and hot, and then just press that hair into the desired style that your client wants, or even that you want. So again, it's real fluffy. And I'm going to show him the mirror of the hair, and I'm showing him the haircut with the mirror, and I'm just going to be styling it for him and show that he can flare it out or kind of just leave it, flattened out. Because look in the back area, it's not flat, it's poofy, there's volume, there's texture.
Yeah, that's normally what I would. Oh yeah, I like that midnight. Yeah. Damn, that's sweet. Yeah, I like it. That's what I want. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, this is what my client wanted. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. And as always, Team Gifted, stay gifted. Let's go.